Most people think mornings are only about waking up early, but the truth is, the way you start your morning quietly shapes the way your brain works for the rest of the day. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how some days feel focused and productive, while other days feel messy and scattered before they even begin? Very often, the difference isn't talent, motivation, or intelligence. It's simply how the morning started. Your brain goes through a unique state right after waking up. During this period, your mind is transitioning from sleep into full awareness. Scientists sometimes describe this stage as a moment when the brain is especially responsive to patterns and habits. In simple terms, the first actions you take in the morning set the tone for how your brain will operate for the next several hours. If your morning begins with distraction, your brain learns distraction. If your morning begins with intention, your brain learns focus. The surprising part is that most people unknowingly train their brains in the wrong direction. They begin their day with habits that slowly weaken their attention, energy, and clarity. But a few small adjustments can completely change how your mind functions. These habits are simple. They don't require special tools, and they don't require waking up at 4 a.m., but repeated daily, they can gradually rewire the way your brain operates. Here are 5 morning habits that can make a powerful difference. Step 1. Don't let your phone be the first thing your brain sees. For many people, the first action of the day happens almost automatically. The alarm goes off, the phone gets picked up, and within seconds, the brain is flooded with information, notifications and messages, social media posts, emails, news headlines. Before your brain has even fully woken up, it's already reacting. This might seem harmless, but it has a hidden effect. Your brain begins the day in what psychologists often call reaction mode. Instead of deciding what deserves your attention is immediately pulled in different directions. And once that pattern starts, it tends to continue throughout the day. You feel scattered. You jump between tasks. Your focus becomes weaker. But if you delay phone use for even 20 to 30 minutes, something interesting happens. Your mind wakes up more gradually. You begin the day with your own thoughts rather than other people's demands. This small pause creates mental space, and that mental space helps your brain stay calmer and more focused. You don't have to eliminate your phone completely. Just give your brain a short window in the morning before introducing the digital world. That single change can dramatically improve how your mind feels for the rest of the day. Step 2. Drink water before anything else. When you wake up, your body has just gone through several hours without hydration. During sleep, your brain is still active. It's repairing cells, consolidating memories, and processing information from the previous day. All of these processes require energy and water. So when you wake up, your body is often slightly dehydrated. Even mild dehydration can reduce mental performance. It can make you feel tired, unfocused, and slow to think. Many people immediately reach for coffee. Coffee can help with alertness, but it doesn't replace the basic need for hydration. Drinking a glass of water shortly after waking up helps your brain wake up more efficiently. It supports blood flow. It improves oxygen delivery to brain cells, and it helps restore the balance your body needs after hours of sleep. You might not notice a dramatic difference immediately, but over time, this small habit can improve morning energy and clarity. Think of it as turning the lights back on inside your brain. Step 3. Move your body. Even a little. You don't need an intense workout every morning, but your brain benefits greatly from movement shortly after waking up. When your body moves, blood circulation increases. This means more oxygen and nutrients reach the brain. Movement also activates parts of the brain responsible for attention, planning, and emotional regulation. Even a few minutes can help. Stretching, a short walk, some push-ups, simple body movements. These actions send a signal to your brain that the day has begun. They help transition your mind from the slower rhythms of sleep into a state of alertness. Many people skip this step and remain physically inactive during the early hours of the day. As a result, their brain stays in a sluggish state longer. Movement is one of the fastest ways to wake up both the body and the mind. It doesn't need to be complicated. Just give your brain a reason to activate. Step 4. Take a few minutes to think before the day takes over. One of the biggest reasons people feel mentally overwhelmed is that their day begins without direction. They open their laptop, check messages, respond to whatever appears first, and suddenly the day feels busy without feeling meaningful. When your brain operates this way, it spends most of its energy reacting rather than thinking. A better approach is to spend a few minutes planning before the chaos begins. This doesn't mean creating a complicated schedule. Just pause and ask yourself a simple question. What actually matters today? Write down 2 or 3 important tasks. Not 10. Not 20. Just a few priorities. This small act of planning gives your brain clarity. It reduces decision fatigue, and it helps you direct your attention instead of letting distractions control it. Clarity in the morning often leads to productivity later in the day. Step 5. Do one hard thing early. Your mental energy is usually strongest in the morning. Your brain has just rested. Your attention hasn't been drained yet. This makes the morning the best time to tackle something challenging. But most people do the opposite. They start with easy tasks, checking emails, scrolling through messages, doing small, comfortable activities. Then they postpone difficult work until later in the day. The problem is that by the afternoon, mental energy has already been consumed. Distractions have appeared. Motivation is weaker, and the difficult task becomes even harder. When you complete one challenging task early in the day, something powerful happens. Your brain builds confidence. It recognizes that effort leads to progress, and it becomes more willing to engage in focused work. Over time, this habit trains your brain to approach challenges instead of avoiding them, and that shift changes how you experience work, learning, and productivity. Final thought: your brain is constantly adapting. It reshapes itself based on what you repeat. The habits you practice every morning quietly shape how your mind works. If your mornings begin with chaos, your brain learns chaos. If your mornings begin with intention, your brain learns focus. You don't need extreme routines. You don't need perfect discipline. Small, consistent habits are enough. Protect the first moments of your day. Hydrate your body. Move your muscles. Give your mind direction. And face one challenge early. Over time, these simple actions can gradually rewire the way your brain operates. The question isn't whether your brain is changing. It always is. The real question is, what are you training it to become?